As an instructor, well, I'm what's called a mandatory reporter. So I'm one of the people who doesn't have a legal right to hide information or not tell information is probably the best way to put it. That was one of the new laws that FACAA actually helped bring in, is the mandatory reporting laws. And I don't know if you've seen the controversy over it. A lot of churches are saying, well, if it's done in the seal of confession, then we won't report it. That was one of the things that we really argued against. But as a mandatory reporter, I have to go to the police and say, hey, they've disclosed this on this date and this is their name and number. Can you get in contact with them?
But do you think it could also work against you in the sense of people might not want to disclose anything to you? And I say that because obviously taking them back to the doctor, like sometimes, people are, when the doctor says, have you been taking drugs or whatever, they're quite happy to talk about that purely because they know that they have that thing where it can't get out into the open. So if these kids know that you have to report it, is there a chance that could flip on you in the sense of that they'll be like, well, I need someone to talk to, but I don't want to talk to you because I know you're going to go to the police.
Yeah, look, and that is the problem. There is no confidentiality for instructors and we can't not report something. So there is that flip side of the coin that maybe they're not ready to report it, but the bond between instructor and student is quite strong, we find, and so we find that quite often they will just end up disclosing, particularly to the instructors, particularly if they're a FACAA approved instructor. We've had quite a few instructors come back to us and say, oh, what do I do here? That sort of thing. And look, it's very, very simple. You don't record it. You write down details that you might forget and you just go to the police and you say, hey, this is their name, their number, and let the police handle all the recording and everything like that. But simple things like that, we have to make sure that everything's above board.